So let's go ahead and get into the news and notes.
News and notes from around the league.
All right. Let's go ahead and shoot through these. We got a long show, and so I want to make sure people have the information they need. But let's not linger, fellers.
Like the Cranberries.
All right, Brandon Marshall, calf injury, surprise in the middle of the week.
That's never good.
Not normally a good thing. However, Todd Bowles at least came out and said he doesn't expect it to be an issue, so monitor that. New Orleans Saints wide receiver Marcus Colston, limited participation in practice. I don't think we care very much.
He's been a limited participant in the season overall.
He made such a good decision signing that extension there.
Hey, man, it was the right thing to do for him.
All right, kind of big news. Chris Thompson did not practice for the second consecutive day. That is worrisome for him. Could mean more third down carries for Matt Jones. Matt Jones is expected to be back. We'll talk about that shortly in the matchup. It's been insinuated that not much is going to change in Dallas. In fact, the report that I read said that Joseph Randle will continue to get the bulk of the carries.
Which is strange because that's coming from the offensive coordinator, Scott Linehan.
Correct.
But there was, all that information was coming out from camp last week. I can't remember who was it coming from.
It was coming from the number 1 and number 2 beat writers for the Cowboys.
But no, I thought there was a quote from a member of the coaching staff because that was the quote that everyone was going crazy for we're going to take the reins off.
Here's a quote from Christine Michael about his increased role. Quote, "I'm just as clueless as you are."
Because he won't know if he's actually going to get the carries or not.
And so this is a continue waiting on him. Where what's another week after 4 years?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Jordan Reed should be back.
That's good stuff.
That's big. That's really big, and you need to go and sign him. If he's on your waivers, sign him. If you've got a tight end already, he is a good enough tight end to sign and try to trade to somebody who doesn't have him.
Mike is attempting to trade him for a second time
this year on the same league.
I haven't attempted yet.
You will.
I like him on my bench.
There you go. And if you're the Eifert owner and you need a guy this week and he's sitting there, great start if he plays.
In one of my leagues, to frantically add him because it's open ad, and I didn't have a guy to drop, I just said, screw this, I'm dropping my defense. And I'll figure that out later just to get him on my
That's a
roster.
good strategy. And then a couple quick hits. Macklin, expected to return to practice, should be cleared for Week 7, but monitor that. And TJ Yeldon practiced again on Friday, which is great news for him. And the Jacksonville offense he's kind of the bell cow and a half there, despite being a rookie. So let's go ahead and shoot through some more injury reports. You guys tell me if you think they'll be in or out.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
Melvin Gordon.
In.
TJ Yeldon.
In.
Dion Lewis.
In.
Theo Riddick.
In.
Brandon Marshall with that calf injury.
I assume that he plays, but of anybody we've mentioned so far, you need to monitor. Like we said, late week additions to the injury report are never good, and calf reports are also never good. So
especially for wide receivers,
is not equals terrible news.
Yeah, I
Good
hope
math.
he's in. I assume he's in, but I really hope he's in.
What if you're an Odell Beckham Jr. owner?
I think he's in.
He's in. Okay. What about Allen Robinson?
In.
What about the return of Austin Seferian-Jenkins?
Probably out. I don't think it's going to happen.
And
yet.
Colston?
I don't care.
For those Saints-only leagues?
Yeah, for the Saints-only leagues, I don't really care. Sorry.
All right.